Hey, yo, Tut, you ever heard of this new Dtroyt nigga claiming he got a closet full of J's and shit?
Yeah, man, he got some tight ass J's.
Man, he ain't shit. I'm from Detroit.
No, for real though, that nigga got a closet full of J's. I mean, literally, a closet full of J's.
Yes, your boy got J's out the ass.
What's good? It's your boy Dtroyt Dave. And this video is entitled, What is Heat? It's levels to this shit. And I'm about to take you through what I feel and what a lot of people feel heat is and the different levels of heat. What made me want to do this video is because I see a lot of people and I hear of a lot of people calling sneakers heat. For instance, people might post, I only want heat trades, or I got 300, I'm looking for a heat sneaker. And I think it's a lot of new sneakerheads, younger guys who don't really know as much about the sneaker game as us older fellows do. So I think that the term heat is starting to be abused a little bit. People are just using the term just to use it, and it kind of takes away from what heat actually means. People on my level, and I've been doing this for 18 years, when we say heat, we actually meant a sneaker that is a neck breaker. Something that when you see it is definitely going to turn heads, either because it's rare or a lot of people just didn't have it in that condition when you put it on. And so I just want to let you guys know, even though a lot of people may agree with the levels and the sneakers that I put in this video, heat is what you make it. If you like a sneaker and it's heat to you, buy it. It doesn't matter what other people think. So subjectively, heat is whatever you want heat to be. I got a pair of Squadron 13s over here, and to me, that's a fire sneaker. It's not necessarily heat, but to me, you know, I like the shoe, so I bought it and I wear it. So, you know, if you see a sneaker that's, you know, if you think a sneaker should be in here and it's not in here, and you feel like it's heat, hey, to you it's heat. To me, it may not be. To other people, it may not be heat, but to you, it is. So I just want to let you guys know that this is based off my opinion. Objectively, though, I think a lot of what I'm saying will resonate throughout the sneaker community as far as price ranges and just the levels of heat that we talk about. In this video, you'll see that there's 6 levels, and I'm going to walk you through all of that. So please sit back and enjoy this video. Real quick, this is Dtroyt Dave. I just reached over 1,000 subscribers, or excuse me, 1,000 followers on Instagram. So I appreciate that. Salute to y'all. I'm just finishing up my 31 days of heat, so please check that out. And that's at DTROYT_DAVE. It's your boy Dtroyt Dave, and this is What is Heat? There's levels to this shit. It's your boy. And before we get into this levels of heat video, I always like to take the time to give you a detailed look at what I have available for sale. The first two, a lot of people I'm sure don't know about, but this is going to be the Alpha Omega pack. It released in April of 2007. And yes, both pairs are dead stock. We have the Alpha 1. As you can see, it has the print of Michael Jordan shooting that shot in the NCAA Championship 1982. This is the Alpha, the Greek letter for beginning. And this pretty much shows you his beginning, how we knew him as he was. Very, very, very butter soft suede. DS, like I said. This is a size 10. And the Omega 22, the end. And this is how he looked after he hit the final shot as a Bull. Once again, the stock is no longer living. And it has both. You can see the air pod in the back right there. This one is the one for Zoom Air. And it does have both interchangeable pods, as you can see. Like I said, that pack is dead stock. It's very, very hard to find anybody with the complete pack dead stock. So I'm going to let it go for $500 shipped. Yes, I will cover the shipping charges for you. 500 shipped for the Alpha Omega pack. The next thing I have available is going to make original collectors shit bricks. We've got the two most coveted Air Jordans out of the City pack, Chicago and New York Knicks. The Knicks are literally worn once. They can pass as dead stock, but I'm going to be honest with you because I'm Dave. Beautiful, beautiful condition. It's going to be difficult to find it, but I have it available for you. And like I said, when I say it could pass as dead stock, I mean it could pass as dead stock. And then you've got the Chicago Air Jordan 10. People know that this shoe by itself goes for about $1,300. And that one goes for about $700 to $900. Both OGs available. $1,200 shipped for both. Dead stock Air Jordan 3 Lab 5, brand new with receipt, size 9, $325 shipped. Extremely limited future. If you check the Foot Locker release page, you would know that only 5 House of Hoops in the entire country got this sneaker. The store that I was able to find it at only had 24 pairs, and I was lucky enough to get 1 pair. This one is going to be 300 shipped, size 12, and of course the stock is dead. It's a beautiful, beautiful premium future. Not like a lot of the other ones that were coming out recently. This one is premium. So now that you've seen what I have available, I want to let you know, as always, I am accepting cash offers. Hit me at 678-830-6690 to make me an offer on the Alpha Omega pack, dead stock from 2007, the City pack from 1995, or either one of these beautiful specimens you see right here in the back. And I do have receipts for both. Also, next month is going to be a hot month. Everything's coming out. And every weekend, I will have everything. So pre-order with your boy at the same telephone number. I'm talking about red KDs. I'm talking about Sport Blue 14s. I'm talking about History of Flight 6s. I'm talking about Sport Blue 3s. I'm talking about Ferrari 14s. I'm talking about Royal AJKOs. I'm talking about Sport Blue 6s. Yes, I am. Pre-order with your boy. And without further ado, it's levels to this shit, man. Here we have level 1, what I like to call kick-arounds. Level 1 is sneakers that, once again, can be considered heat to some, but the general consensus is they're not. These are sneakers that you would just wear to go camp, just throw on to go to the mall. Sneakers that you may not necessarily pull out to go to a sneaker show, or, you know, just average everyday stuff. Run around to the grocery store, like I said. Just, you know, average everyday stuff. Now, of course, I like them. That's why I own them. But, you know, most people will not consider these, you know, like heavy heat. So first we got something that I actually just copped for a steal. And this is the Reebok Shack Attack Brick City. The Air Jordan 9 Photo Blue. The Dub Zero, which is the first sneaker that Jordan Brand put out as a mashup. Everybody got Air Force Ones. This is a dope Air Force One to me. What I like to call the McDonald's Spizikes. Oddly enough, people don't even know, it's got the same suede upper as the Fear 3. But I don't think people realize that.
and graphite 14s, which I was looking for a while and found for a nice little deal. So once again, this is level 1, what I like to call kick arounds. Some people may consider them heat, but they're just, they're just sneakers. Okay, so we are back with level 2. And like I said earlier, it's going to depend a lot of times on the year of the release as well. Because, as you can see, we have some 2006 grapes right here, which happen to be dead stock. The new release grapes are averaging anywhere from retail to 200, 220. Is basically the max I've seen them for. This particular pair, for a while it was doing 400 to 450. Now, because of the new release, it has dropped down in price, and people may not consider it heat as high as they did before the 2013 release. So a lot of these just depend on the year. Another, for instance, is going to be the Bread 11 that you see right here. This is the 2012 model. The 2001 model and the original are still a level above these. So a lot of times the second level is going to involve OG colorways, but later year retros, like I was just saying about the grape and about the Bread 11. So a lot of your original colorway retros are going to be involved in this level, and also a couple of retro plus colorways, as you can see. So just to go through this real quick, we have the 2006 Fire Red 4, as you can see Mars' face right there. We have the 2012 release of the Cement 4. Actually, the official color on the box is Tech Gray, and I really haven't worn these much at all. I think I wore them like twice, which is why you don't really see any flaws on them. And then we've got the 2012 Bread 11. We've got the 2004 Carmelo 2. 2010 Cherry 13. And the 2010 Piston 6. And like I said, heat is what you make it. I really, really like this sneaker, number one, because I'm from Detroit and it represents my hometown, my city. But overall, I just like the combination of suede and patent leather on here. A lot of people thought that it wasn't a good idea, but this is actually my favorite Retro 6 from 2010. This is definitely my favorite one. Didn't really care for the Lakers at all. Didn't really care for the Varsity Reds because they had that really thick, nappy nubuck or suede on it. But this is a nice, clean, smooth suede. I really like this one. And this one's only been worn once as well. And then last but not least, we have the dead stock 2006 Grape 5. So like I said, it's going to be a lot of your original colorway retros in the later years. And it's also going to be a couple of retro plus colorways during the second level of heat. So up next, level 3. Okay, so here we are at level 3, which to me, this level right here is the original meaning of the word heat. When people started using them, because you guys know, I'm an OG collector, man. I mean, I collect OGs. That's my thing. That's what I do. But this time when I say I'm an OG collector, I've been doing this shit since those were in the stores for real. Like, so I've been, this is nothing new to me. The first time I heard the term heat had to be back in like 2006. And when people use the term heat, they meant stuff that was hard to get. A shoe that was a neck breaker. I don't know if people still say break necks. But a sneaker that was a neck breaker. Something that when you saw it on somebody's foot, you like, okay, this guy knows what's up. It's almost like an unspoken language between heads. When you see somebody with a certain sneaker on, you already know what's up. Like, you don't even have to have a conversation with that person. When I went to go purchase my vehicle, which I'm going to make a video about that too as well. I haven't really told too many people about the vehicle I got. I'm very excited about it, but I'm going to start posting on my Instagram pretty soon, and I'm going to make a video about it as well, just to give you guys a little, a little insight into my life and what I do outside of sneakers. But anyway, when I went to go get my new vehicle, I seen a dude with some Champagne 6s on. I knew already off top what type of guy he was, because you're not going to see an average person with Champagnes on. So, once again, this is level 3. This is what I consider to be low-tier heat. This is your first level of heat. This is the level where, it's definitely a heat sneaker, but it's a lot of stuff out here crushing each and every one of these. So you're going to see some original colorways. You're going to see some older retros. This is when you get into the 99 and 2000 retros. I actually wanted to put my 2000 Concords. Actually, it's that box right there. I actually wanted to put my 2000 Concords in here that happen to be dead stock, because they would be in this level as well. But I just had quite a few sneakers I wanted to pull out, so I decided not to pull those out this time. But, so yeah, you're going to start also getting into some originals as well. And so, like I said, level 3 is low-tier heat. The $350 to $600 price range. So, we're going to start off with the Air Jordan 5 Bel Air. Of course, y'all know about that. This is a recent release. And this sneaker, when it first came out, they were sold for anywhere from $425 to $500. Now, I think, and I've only worn these once. Now, I believe that a good price for these is about $350, $360 is about an average decent price for Bel Airs. Looking at that sole, you already know what time it is. Very, very icy, because this is what I do. Now you're going to get into your 2000 retro Air Jordan 5 black metallic. Of course, the Nike Air is going to be intact. Of course, you already know how that goes when you're rocking with a guy named Dave. So, and once again, this gets back to the releases, because this sneaker has released a total of 4 times. The original is going to be the most expensive. This one is going to be the next. This is about a $500 sneaker right here. And then you've got the 2006 model, which is probably going to run you about $320 to $350. And then you got the 2011 model, which I wouldn't pay $200 for it, but I would say that. And then, of course, you got, this is my favorite Air Jordan 7 ever. Air Jordan Hair. This pair is actually dead stock. I never put this one on. I figure since it's so late in the game, I might as well wait till next year, because I know that with next year being the year of the 7s, they're going to drop this shoe again. So I'm just going to wait, hold off. I actually have an OG pair. That box right there, I believe. And then, like I said, you're going to get into your older retros. So this is going to be a 1999 right here. This right here is going to be a $550 to $600 sneaker. Of course, dead stock. Because a lot of this stuff I don't try to wear. You know what I mean? I'm a collector. Also, it's not too many people with dead stock Indiglows. So, original Indiglo 14s, of course, this sneaker has never been retro. So this is going to be another low tier heat. 2013 Bread Ones. This sneaker is holding steady at about $400. So, of course, it's DS. I mean, I've got my pack pair, so I'll probably never wear these. But it's always good to have it in the collection. And then you want to jump back into 2004 with your Air Jordan 13 Wheat. This one is about an 8 out of 10 condition, so I probably couldn't sell it for $350, $400, but I definitely see them in DS condition with box and everything for $400. And I would think that most people would agree that this level, this sneaker right here, is definitely a heat sneaker. The Air Jordan 6 Cigar. Now, this is my favorite release of the year thus far. I don't really see too many sneakers coming out that will top this for me. At this point, this is a low-level heat sneaker. I personally see, and I said this in my pickup video, if you guys haven't watched, I really suggest, not even for me, for you guys, just to get up on, you know, my progression through the years, what I've been doing as far as collecting originals and just how my collection has grown. I also talk a lot, just like this is an educational video, I talk a lot about different things that you guys may want to know, different things that I think you need to know. So please go and check my other videos. I have over 100 videos for you. Very entertaining, very informational. With this particular sneaker, as I said before, this is going to be a bin level sneaker. When bins first dropped, they were going for about $300, $350. Now you can't find a bin for less than $1,000. Dead stock with OGR, you're not going to be able to find it because the quality is so pristine. Mark my words. This and the champagne, I'm telling you, this pack is going to be bin level. Give it maybe not even that long, but give it 3 or 4 years. I say 2017, 2018, 2019. You look, you try to find this shoe, it's going to be $1,000. I'm just saying that's how I feel about it. You heard it here first, Dtroyt Dave. So at this point, this is a low-level heat sneaker, but I see this being a top-tier sneaker, top-tier heat sneaker. So we've got your Cigar 6. And then, of course, Jams. This pretty much holds steady at a $450 to $500 sneaker. Of course, this is dead stock sneaker. Box, everything, I've got it. But that's going to hold steady at a $450 to $500 sneaker. And the crazy thing about it is, what I was saying about different years of releases, that sneaker has only been retro one time. When it came out originally, it was already a retro because it came out in 2000, and Air Jordan 11s were current in 95, 96. So when it came out the first time, it was already a retro. However, the model in 2000 was the first one, so the one in 2000 is considered the OG. It's funny because this sneaker is still about the same as an OG. Whether you find a dead stock 2009 pair or a dead stock 2000 pair, you're still going to be looking at anywhere from $450 to $600 on a Space Jam. So that's kind of funny about that particular sneaker. It pretty much holds true to its price range. And so this is, once again, this is level 3. What I consider to be low tier heat, the first tier of heat. And so now we're going to get into mid tier heat, level 4. And we're back with level 4, which in my opinion is the mid-tier range of heat. Now you're going to start getting to those rare sneakers. You're going to start getting to definitely the older sneakers. I think the newest sneaker that I have here is the Royals. And to be honest, I really don't think that Royals are, you know, in this level. I actually think that Royals and Breads should be in the same category. But I've been checking prices recently, and due to the price range only, at this point right now, Royals are definitely in that $600 to $1,000 price range. So that's the only reason why I put Royals in here. In my personal opinion, I think Royals are a $400 sneaker max. Especially the new release. I mean, the 2001 release, that's, I would say that's still a $500 to $550 sneaker. But recently, I mean, prices are ridiculous. It's one guy that wants $1,000 for Royals. I mean, I think that's just a little bit ridiculous, but you know, it is what it is. So price range only, I'm gonna say that Royals are in this. But everything else, I 100% feel deserves to be mid-tier heat. And I think it definitely deserves to be in this level. So like I said, you're going to start getting into more of your originals. This is when the door opens to most of the Dornbeckers. Because I think in the last level of heat, in the low tier of heat, that's when you start getting into Dornbecker 1s, Dornbecker 2s, Dornbecker 9s, and Dornbecker 10s. You can find those for between $350 to $600, in my opinion. You can find all of those sneakers. I don't think bins really start yet because I really haven't seen any bins for less than $1,000. So I still think bins are top tier heat, which we're going to get into next. That's level 5, of course. But right now, let's go ahead and focus on level 4, which is mid tier heat. Once again, these are going to be your older retros, your originals. you're just going to start getting more rare sneakers here. All right, so let's go ahead and start it off with the Dr. Dooms. These are in excellent condition. Excellent condition. I'm very happy that I have this sneaker. I've worn it a handful of times, maybe about 4 times. It's rubbed off for the most part. Half of it's still there. But it's definitely going to be in your $600 to $1,000 price range for sure. I've even seen these for more than that. I've seen people list them for $1,200, $1,300. I don't think it's worth that, but I mean, hey, it's only worth as much as you're willing to pay. So if people out here is paying $1,200, $1,300 for it, then that's what they're paying for. But definitely a dope sneaker and definitely mid-tier heat. Let's go right to its counterpart, predecessor, the Columbia Pro, Carolina Pro. This one is a little bit more worn. I would say this is probably condition 8.5 out of 10. That's 9.5 out of 10. But I mean, it's still that mid-range heat. You're not going to see a lot of people with these in decent condition. Without, just a little bit of heel drag on this pair, but they're still very good. It's not any scuffs or scrapes on any of the blue. Still pretty decent white. So yeah, Carolina Pros 2003. We're gonna jump right into the Toro package Air Jordan 5. This sneaker is in great condition. I would say 9 out of 10. As you can see, it's still very icy. I don't wear it often at all. It's got a little bit of toe box creasing right there. But other than that, I mean, it's a great looking sneaker. And yes, I have seen the sneaker for $700, $800 dead stock. So yeah, and this sneaker alone, not the pack, just this sneaker alone, has been going for that price. So Toro 5s are definitely mid-tier heat. Let's get into Seattle 10s. This is definitely $800 to $1,000 sneaker. Some people might even want more. This pair actually was a little bit more worn, so I didn't pay that much for it. But you see them on eBay all the time for that price, especially dead stock with the box. But I mean, you still gotta respect it for what it is. It's still a Seattle Air Jordan 10 original from 1995. So this is definitely going to be that mid-tier heat. Columbia 11s, OG. When you look at it, you can just tell that this is an original sneaker just by the way it looks, just by the total build of it. I mean, this sneaker is in excellent condition. This right here is going to be a 9 out of 10 sneaker. And it's still quite blue. Still quite blue. I need to go ahead and clean the sole up so it'll really be bright. But I mean, in person, this thing is super blue, man. Super blue. So yeah, this is definitely going to be that mid-tier heat. This is definitely an $800 sneaker right here. I already talked to you about Royals. You know how I feel about those. This is dead stock. I don't know when I'm going to wear it. I'm definitely going to wear it. I just don't know when. But yeah, people are charging. People want $7, $8, $9 for this sneaker. So that price alone qualifies it to be mid-tier heat. Y'all know I'm the OG king. Y'all know what I get into. So, these are of course dead. I mean, I know they are mad yellow, but the sneaker is, 24 years old? So, yeah. 1990 Fire Red 5 right here for you. And this is going to be that mid-tier heat for you right here. Because I still feel that grapes are over these. So, of course, the Air Jordan 4 Lightning. This is a $700 sneaker all day. And I love it. It's definitely mid-tier heat, without a doubt. I love Lightning 4s, man. A lot of people had them, beat them up. But this is actually, I find this in pretty decent condition. I would say 9 out of 10. Not any dirt on it. It's just that bright tour yellow, just like it's supposed to be. 2006 online only release, Jumpman23.com. So yeah, Air Jordan 4 Lightning is definitely going to be mid-tier heat. And then when you start pulling out jumbo retro cards, it's just on a totally different level. A lot of people didn't know about these jumbo retro cards. I have a friend that was over the other day, and he had never seen this before, let alone the box that it came in. But, yeah, this is the first Air Jordan Retro 3 ever. This retro to 1994, and it's very, very similar to the original. This is a $900 to $1,000 sneaker right here. Is very near dead stock. I mean, look at the soles. I've never put this on my foot, of course, because it would crumble up, but look at the soles. This sneaker hasn't been worn much at all. And the Nike, if I was to go ahead and just pull one of these out, because I really didn't want to pull it out just because I kind of got it packed in there pretty tight. But I'm going to go ahead and snatch it out. This sneaker is in impeccable condition. The only problem is it's got a little bit of cracking on that heel tab. But other than that, look at that Nike Air in it. Pristine. So this sneaker right here is definitely mid-tier heat. Some people might even consider it top-tier heat. But just the rarity of having this sneaker complete with the box, the card, and everything is definitely up there. But I don't see this sneaker going for more than $1,000. So I would say, you know, $850, $900, $1,000. And so, yeah, 1994 released. 1994 Retro Air Jordan 3 White Cement. So, yeah, this is level 4. Like I said, excuse me, this is level... No, is it level 4? 350 to 6 to 1,000. This is level 4 heat right here for you. So, yeah, I'm going to come right back at you with level 5. This is when we get into the top tier heat. This is like stuff that definitely turns heads. So, top tier heat, level 5, coming right back at you.
And this is level 5, what I consider to be top tier heat. Here you have Doernbecher 5s, Doernbecher 6s, Galaxy foam posits, dead stock Defining Moments package, and some OG Carmines. So, now you get into the more rare sneakers, or sneakers that are just so highly sought after that the market determines the price to go over $1,000. I firmly believe that that's what happened with the Doernbecher set, just because the 5s were more readily available, I believe. I think it's more 5s available. With the 6s, when people were buying them, people were wearing them. So it's harder to find a dead stock pair now. With the 5s, they came out just last year. I mean, they're not even a year old yet. So it's a lot of people that bought them to sell. So it's a lot more pairs available that are dead stock. With the Defining Moments package, I believe that people bought them to wear as well. And so it'll be a lot harder to find a pair. But that package was the first package. The quality is amazing. I mean, it came with a booklet, as you guys can see here, that basically gave you a bit of an explanation about what was going on during this time in Mike's life and why it was such a special package. The Concords with the gold Jumpman, of course, the intricate packaging, and the 6 is the only one that had a Jumpman 23 on the back as opposed to Jumpman Air or Nike Air, like a lot of them have. I mean, this package is just, this is the first package of its kind. It's just, I mean, it's everything. The quality is amazing on it. So that's why this package will run you about $1,200. And I consider it to be top tier heat as a package. These right here, these are top tier heat because you're not going to find these. This pair happens to be dead stock. And if you guys have been following my channel, then you already have seen them 3 or 4 times just this year alone. So I don't really feel the need to pull them out. But you know those are dead stock, original everything. Flight Club card, box. You see the iciness on the sole. So just finding a pair of 1991 Carmines is going to be hard in itself. But to find a dead stock pair, then to find a dead stock pair that has original box and original card, that shoe is really going to be about $1,600. So that's definitely top tier heat right there. Galaxy foam posits. This is when the game changed right here. When these came out, there had never been riots before. Well, I take that back. When Concord 11s dropped in 2011, people were getting hurt, getting shot. People were getting run over in the mall. But this right here, I'm going to tell you a brief little story because I got time. I went to go get these sneakers. They were released February 24th of 2012. The mall that I was at had 60 pairs between two stores. There were literally over 600 people in the parking lot waiting to get a chance to purchase these sneakers. It was so many people outside that the mall security decided to shut down the release, and they actually secretly sold them the following week. I wasn't there, so I had to pay resale to get them, but it's still worth it to me. This sneaker, I mean, if you look at the detail on it, it actually looks like the Galaxy. The theme was done really well with the remove before flight tag, and it goes right back into it on the insole. As you can see, it's got the NASA symbol. This is just an excellent sneaker. And it's also, if I'm not mistaken, one of the first sneakers to have a glow-in-the-dark sole. So this was definitely a game changer. So yeah, this sneaker will run you about $1,500. Well, between $1,200 and $1,500 to get a dead stock pair. So we got the Galaxy foam posit right there, which is definitely top tier heat. Dornbecker 6s. Phenomenal sneaker. Look at the detailing on that shoe. It's just amazing. All ice outsole, which is what a lot of the Dornbeckers nowadays are doing. But the early Dornbeckers, this was the first one. Because the one had a yellow outsole and the two had a black outsole. And then this 6 right here was the first one to have a totally ice outsole. And then, of course, the 3s dropped in 2010 and the 4s dropped in 2011. And since then, mostly all of them had an ice outsole. But yeah, the Dornbecker 6, amazing. Very, very high quality. Look at the quilting in it. So yeah, so Dornbecker 6s, definitely top tier heat. I'm going to run you about $1,500 to get a pair of those. And my all-time favorite retro in my collection. Rest in peace to Isaac. The Air Jordan 5 Dornbecker. This sneaker has so many firsts on it. It's amazing. It's, if you just look at the iridescence on that sneaker. When I turn it in the light, can you see that? It's like the rainbow is just on the sneaker. It's beautiful. It's got the poem going over the entire shoe that the young man wrote before he passed away. It continues on the leather insole. Let me see if I can get a good shot for you guys. Oh yeah. It continues on the leather insole. It's got glow-in-the-dark pods, glow-in-the-dark lace lock, glow-in-the-dark tips, glow-in-the-dark netting, and glow-in-the-dark sole. Another first is it's got 2 different numbers representing his baseball number and his basketball number. So you've got a 31, maybe you got a 9 right here. And another cool thing I thought was the black light. Which makes the poem become visible to you when you watch it under the black light. Also, when you hold the black light over the sneaker, it makes it glow, which I think is really cool. So yeah, it was a lot of firsts with that Dornbecker, which is why it just happens to be my favorite Dornbecker there is. So once again, this is where the Dornbeckers come into play. This is where your Bens come into play. A lot of your earlier OGs that you can't really find. Just shoes that have a lot of rarity. Or they're just so special, the market drives the price up past $1,000. So here you have level 5, what I consider to be top tier heat. Sneakers that range between $1,000 and $2,000. And this is what I have. And up next is level 6. And this is part 6 of the heat video. Should I say level 6 of the heat video. And as you can see, it's nothing on the bed. Everything's put away in the boxes. And the reason being is because I have no level 6 heat. I'm going to be honest with you. The best heat is what you saw, 5. So other than that, you know, I don't have any level 6 heat. But level 6 heat is going to be things that you basically cannot find. You cannot get. Things that are in the 2,000 plus range. I mean, I'm not going to put a cap on it because I heard that the last pair of M&M 4s that were available sold for about 15,000. So I'm not going to put a cap on it. But level 6 is going to be, like I said, 2,000 plus. It's going to be super, super rare. It's going to be Paris Dunks. It's going to be samples, player exclusives. It's going to be What the LeBron 9s. It's going to be Encore 4s. It's going to be Undefeated 4s. It's going to be the history of Flight Air Jordans. It's going to be the Pantone Air Jordans. Yeezys as well. Although most Yeezys are available to find, for some reason, people just thought it was a good idea to pay $2,500 for them, and then they started doing that. So because of the price point, Yeezys are a level 6. I personally don't consider them to be that much heat, but I mean, you know, hey, I would love to have a pair of tan ones, but I can't see paying, you know, 2 racks for them. I mean, I really like them, but I might not ever have them unless they drop down. You know, I can see myself paying like $800-900 for a pair, but that probably will never happen. At least a decent pair, you know, that look good. So, yeah, that's going to be your level 6 heat. Once again, this is Dtroyt Dave. I definitely appreciate the love, the support. On YouTube, I've got over 1,300 subscribers now. That's excellent. I just went over 1,000 followers on Instagram. I really, really appreciate that. I appreciate the love. Thank you. Once again, if you don't already know, my Instagram is at DTROYT_DAVE. I just got finished giving y'all a month full of heat. In April, I did 30 days of OGs. I had 500 subscribers. In July, I did, I'm finishing up 31 days of heat, giving y'all a different piece of heat out of my collection every day. And now I'm over 1,000 subscribers. So if I keep this up, by the time Black Infrared 6s come out, and I will be doing pre-orders for those, by the time those come out, I should be at about 1,500 subscribers. Followers on IG. Once again, I appreciate it. And this has been the first educational video that I have made. Well, I've done educational pieces before. This is the first official educational piece that I've done. My next one is going to be evolution of the box, and I'm going to take you through all, because a lot of people don't know how the boxes went. So I'm going to take you through all the OG boxes, which shoes were in which box, the reasons. You know, a lot of people don't know about the very first ever retro. So I'm going to take you through all that, man. You know, like I told you before, I feel like with me being an old head in the game, it's up to me to get a game to these youngins. So that's what I'll be doing. I might drop it next month. I might drop it in September. I'm not 100% sure, but you know it's coming soon, like a new movie. And once again, I definitely appreciate it. Thank you for your support, and I will get back at you soon. It's your boy, Dtroyt Dave.